Analysis paralysis is a very powerful disease. It had me grasped for so many years, and it led me down the rabbit hole of thinking, oh, I'm gonna do golf YouTube, oh, I'm gonna do self-improvement YouTube, oh, I'm gonna do basketball YouTube, oh, I'm gonna do gym YouTube. Call me overconfident or whatever. I believe I could succeed in 8 different niches of YouTube to some degree, right? If I fully put my effort in and went all in. But my problem was always choosing and getting that work done that only happens when you actually do the fucking work and don't brainstorm and think about shit that doesn't even exist yet. You can see the old videos on this channel from when I used to play fucking Fortnite. They're all still up there, and they're gonna be up there forever because it shows a story, it shows the journey. But you can see the gap from when I stopped making videos to now, which I'm ultimately starting making videos again. And in that 2 to 3 year time frame, however long it's been, I have thought about what I could do on this platform every single day. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you the 3 most important steps on how I'm ultimately sitting here right now after this 3-year hiatus, thinking about YouTube, my purpose, what I wanted to do every single day, and how I'm finally making these videos, posting every day, and I have systems in place to where I'm going to make more videos and all of the such. First thing you have to understand is that your brain has to conceptualize you becoming a new person, you living a new life. Your brain wants to stay comfortable. It wants to stay where it's at in the routine, the life that you currently live, because it's safe there. And to go to this new person, your brain has to be able to conceptualize. It has to see that. Now, right now, you don't truly believe you can do what you want to. You don't believe you can become that guy with the 10 out of 10 physique. You don't believe you can become that successful businessman. You don't believe you can become that guy that walks in the room and you can tell just by the way he talks, he hasn't been scrolling, he's been reading, he's been journaling, he's been doing all these habits. You don't believe you can become that person. And I didn't for a long time, and that's what held me back. And it wasn't until I implemented this one singular habit that I thought was so foo-foo magic and just bullshit when I first heard about it. It wasn't until this video, I will link this, I would highly recommend you watch this, not after this video, later date. Highly recommend you watch this because it explains your brain and why it wants to stay comfortable and how you can ultimately move it to a higher frequency and a higher capability. It's from this Australian guy, references videos a lot, very cerebral guy, but nonetheless, it takes one singular practice, one singular habit to include in your life. And this is an actionable step right here, and you are going to take part in your first visualization. So to do a visualization, it is so fucking simple. Turn the timer on your phone, 3 minutes, that is it. Turn the timer on your phone and just think of what your ideal life is in. If you're watching this video, you don't like where you're at right now, there's things about your life where you are not proud of, and you see a brighter future. Think of that brighter future, as pushed back as it might be. Think of that brighter future. Think of becoming that businessman that's succeeding in whatever field you want to go to. Think about that guy that goes to the gym every day and has an amazing physique that he's proud of and worked for. Think about being that guy. And if your goal is to become an athlete, think about you being that guy that's in the gym an hour early or on the field an hour early and putting that work in, and that leading to your success in games. Think about whatever your sport is, making that tackle, throwing that touchdown, hitting that shot. Think about that and how that's going to make you feel. So for instance, if I was playing basketball, I would visualize me in my gym that I play in every day. I'm going to picture me making that shot. I'm going to close my eyes and think about that, and that allows my brain to go there. I'm going to visualize being there an hour early before practice, working on whatever, ball handling, shooting, and all that. And with business, with YouTube, I currently, in my visualizations, am thinking about when I get that 10,000 subscriber milestone, when I have that first video that really does well. Thought about all these things, and that's why they're ultimately going to happen. And they're also the reason why I'm taking action right now, why every day I'm making this my purpose. I'm making it a point to take the steps necessary to get me there, because I can conceive that. Now, it sounds all magic foo-foo at first, but this shit is so real. Your brain wants to be comfortable, and you gotta make it uncomfortable through those visualizations. So just think about that ideal life, 3 minutes, all you gotta do. Pause the video. This is an actual step. Come back to it once you're done with those 3 minutes. Step number 2, take care of everything that is daunting your brain right now. So I'm gonna tell you a little story about my life. So I had some work I had to do. I explained this in my Gym Plus Motivation video. I had some work I had to do for my dad to help him out with his business. I was just doing some editing for him, just easy stuff, but it was tedious stuff. I didn't want to do it. I really didn't. Not fun at all. And when I got those SD cards to go edit that footage, I did not do it that day. Trust me, I did not do it that day. And at that point, that first day, the task was maybe 5 degrees of magnitude. And as I got to day 2, it was 10. 1 week in, 15, 20, 2 weeks, 3 weeks by the time I actually did it. The task was so much bigger, A, in my head than what it actually was. And the effect it had on my other work, on the other shit I had to do, was so great that I know for a fact the videos I was making during that time were just a little bit worse because I let that task daunt me. And that limits you from being able to go at your true purpose. So you probably have some homework right now. You probably have some chore or whatever. Your room's probably dirty. You probably have all these things in your life that need to be organized before your brain can fully focus on this goal you have, this big ambition and deep work that you need to reach this ambition. So do the obscure shit you know you need to do, and it will tenfold your productivity in your actual work. Last thing, start fucking now. I can recall the exact moment I started on this journey of YouTube and realized this is what I needed to do. I was driving home after a weekend of being a fucking idiot, a fucking degenerate, doing jack shit with my life. And it hit me when I was on that car ride. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I had this whole opportunity to go create something great out of myself. I've been here for 3 days doing jack shit when I could have been working on something that's actually purposeful for me and growing myself at the end of the day. And it smacked me across the face. That was the start of my journey. And I turned off the music, let the thoughts go through my brain, and I started that very next morning with that early wake up, with scripting that video and ultimately recording that holistic self-improvement video. And that was only about 3-4 weeks ago, and I'm so glad I had that realization because I started now. So if you are in your bed right now and you're not just about to go to bed, you are taking action right now. No more fucking YouTube video after this. The video's about to stop. No more YouTube videos. You know what that thing is. If you haven't been in the gym, that's it. If you've got homework to do, that's it. If you've got a business you want to start, don't watch another YouTube video on it. You don't have an information problem. You have an implementation problem. Go open up that Excel sheet or that website, whatever you need to do. Action, failure, failure, failure. Go into it and screw up. I posted so many videos on my TikTok, my Instagram, my YouTube, all that are not going to do well for a while. I'm paying down my ignorance debt, and I wouldn't be paying this ignorance debt for when I ultimately reach my success if I never started. If I started 2 years ago when I first started thinking about it, I would be in a whole different place right now. But nonetheless, I'm glad to be where I am, glad to be moving forward, and glad that I'm realizing this and can share this with y'all. So video's gonna end right now. God bless. Hope you all have a great day. Go take action now.